welcome back to our series we like to call Vulgar Video Vlogtober. I am your host, Jessica, and this is my co-host,
Samuel. And
today we are going to review for our Meta Horror Saga series. Scream.
I mean, honestly, if you're talking about meta horror movies, you gotta do Scream. You just have to do it. Which is fine with me, because it's a good movie, so.
Hence why we're doing it. So we are going in with a more critical eye view as we're going to go ahead and watch through this. So let's just get into the basic info of Scream in general. Scream was released in 1996, was directed by the late Wes Craven.
R.I.P. buddy.
I was going to say R.I.P. bud. The runtime is 111 minutes, and of course, Netflix, thank you for providing. Alright, any thoughts before we dive in?
It's gonna be interesting to watch it, and really breaking it down more, as opposed to just watching it for just pure enjoyment purposes.
Alright, we are gonna go ahead and see you guys in 111 minutes. Hello, we are back from our adventure of Scream, a meta horror classic. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I thought overall, again, looking at it with a critical lens, the movie is still fairly strong. We have a strong cast, we have a strong plot line, we have lots of different twists as far as for what that movie was back in that time.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's the meta horror classic. All the references make a lot of sense, and there's a lot of them too. So this is definitely the quintessential meta horror movie. If you're ever gonna just watch one, this is gonna be the one. And it still holds up really well. There's a reason why Scream has a TV series, and it spawned 3 other sequels. It's just because it's just that dang good, and there's not really a whole heck of a lot to say. I'm sure plenty of you have already watched Scream before, and it's even good to rewatch it. It's just good, entertaining horror, really. I guess the only real downside is there's not a lot of gore, if that's what you're into, and there's not that many kills either. But what is there is pretty much solid.
One thing that I noticed is that the cast is not very diverse, like at all. There was just a lack of diversity compared to a bunch of the other movies that we've seen.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be one thing that we can point out. Also, it's not particularly scary. It does have some good jump scares in it. It does have your typical like slasher. I guess probably the gory part would be the beginning, where the opening of the guts for Drew Barrymore, which again she did an excellent job.
Still probably one of the best opening sequences for any horror movie. With all that being said, what is the rating on this one?
I'm gonna have to give it a 4.5 just for the lack of it not being super scary and the diverse. I prefer a diverse cast. I mean, I don't want to say I prefer. It should just be a diverse cast.
I'm going 5 out of 5. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this film at all. Everything is really well done. Script's tight, direction's good, acting's phenomenal. Love you, Matthew Lillard. Whatever the heck you were doing in that third act, that was brilliant.
Yeah, he was peer pressure, man.
I'm far too sensitive. Hit me with a phone, dick! But,
we don't want to get copyrighted.
But yeah, so for me it's a 5 out of 5. There's a reason why it's a classic. So.
Alright. I know it was short, but you know what? It's short, sweet, to the point, and that's what we love as far as watching a great movie. This has been another episode of Vulgar Video Vlogtober. We will see you guys in the next one. There was just a lack of diversity compared. There was just a lack of diversity. And hello, that was shit. Why are you choosing now to be parkour kitty?